here at my craft table. Today we're going to make this fabulous Halloween wreath. I'm going to tell you what you need, but first I want to tell you that last week I got certified for my Romper, Stomper, Bomper, Boo Magic Friendship Mirror, and it arrived in the mail. I've tried it once, but I really need to practice up on the magic part. But if you want me to say hello to you through my magic friendship mirror, you need to be sure and subscribe to my channel, watch a couple videos and give me a thumbs up, and comment on a couple of my videos. Then the magic should happen and I will be able to see you through my magic Romper, Stomper, Bomper, Boo Magic Friendship Mirror and say hello to you. So please do that. I'm going to continue to practice, and hopefully next week I'll be good enough to use it and say hello. But today we're going to make this fabulous Halloween wreath. You may want to save this video because really the way that we do this, you could make a wreath like this for a lot of different occasions. If someone in your family or friends are expecting a new baby, you could do a blue one or a pink one for a boy or girl. Excuse me. You could do a red one for Valentine's Day. You could do a pastel one for Easter. All different kinds of occasions you could do this wreath. It is very easy and it's fun and it works up fast. So first, let me tell you what you're going to need to do this wreath. First of all, you're going to need 6 rolls of this decorative mesh. We call it deco mesh. It is 6 inches by 5 yards. I got mine at the Dollar Tree. It's $1 a roll, R-O-L-L. Some people make fun of the way I say that word. I've done one in black, which I'm not quite finished yet with. I've made the wreath, but I haven't finished decorating it. I got the Boo at the Dollar Tree. Everything I got at the Dollar Tree. Boo, and I've attached it, but I haven't finished decorating it yet. And so you're going to need 6 rolls, black, orange, purple. You can do any color you want to. They also have some candy corn colored deco mesh that you could do one in if you wanted to, okay? You're going to need some pipe cleaners. It does not matter what color. The reason why some of my purple ones are looking kind of sad is because our cat likes the pipe cleaners to play with, and for some reason he likes the purple ones, and I didn't know cats could see colors, but he always digs out the purple ones and bats them around. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a wreath, which we're going to talk about in a minute. You might want to get some spiders. I just found an orange one the other day. I have a black one that I'm going to put on this purple wreath. And then I have a purple one that I'm going to put on the black one that I'm not finished with yet. But Dollar Tree, and I'm sure Michael's and Hobby Lobby have all kinds of things that you can use to decorate your wreath with. Also, if you want to put a ribbon on it, I got, like I said, everything at Dollar Tree. This is purple, some purple ribbon, and this is the wire ribbon that has the thin wire that goes down both sides. The reason why I like this is it's real easy to manipulate, and you can make it curl, you know, you can bend it and all that kind of good stuff. So you might want to get some of that. On this one, I used the black wire, thin wire ribbon, and I need to get more. There's not very much really in one roll. I think I've only gotten maybe 2 ribbons out of this one roll, and I'm almost out. I'm going to have to go back and get some more. I also got this that I put on top of the purple ribbon as a second layer because I like to layer my bows since I'm not very good at making bows. And then I got this sparkly purple, and I also have some sparkly black. So you need some ribbon if you want to put a bow on your wreath. Okay, I mentioned that you need some pipe cleaners, doesn't matter what color. And that's all you need. It's really, really easy, but we need to talk about the wreath form. This is the wreath form. It is a 14-inch wreath form that I got at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to snip off the tag here. They come in green, and this is a rose gold one that I picked up. So just because I thought it would be easier for you to see the how I do it using the gold wreath with the dark purple. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 suggestions. Now, these are not my 2 secrets. These are 2 suggestions about making this wreath. And the first one is to wear a shirt that isn't silky or is knitted, because this deco mesh is very, very loosely weaved, and it sticks to everything but money and men. So you'll want to wear something that it's not going to stick to. And if you wear a lot of rings, I would suggest you take some of your rings off, because it also sticks to your rings. I'm going to show you in a minute what I'm talking about here. Okay, so I'm going to open a package of the deco mesh. I call this type of wreath loopy loop. Now, I watched a number of tutorials on how to make this kind of a wreath. They call it all different things. They call it all different names. They do it all different ways, but they don't tell you the 2 important secrets of making this kind of wreath. And I started this wreath 5 times before I finally was successful in finishing it, because no one's told the viewer the 2 important secrets on how to do it. You know, after you start a project 5 times, it begins to become, the fun factor lessens and the frustration factor increases. But I stuck to it. And you're not going to have to start your wreath 5 times like I did. You're going to think, Nona, you really are crazy, because it's not that difficult. Okay, so this is the deco mesh. And you can see it's got strings on, strings hang down, because it's a real loose weave. And you can see that the edge, I hope you can see this, the edge is got strings sticking out, and this edge is real loose too, and it catches on to things, so you just don't want to have anything around it that will stick. Okay, I'm going to move this over because it will only catch on to that, because deco mesh sticks on to deco mesh. I'm going to move my spiders over. You want to be careful with your spiders when they bag them at Dollar Tree, that they aren't crushed, because these little legs will break if they bag them with heavy stuff. And sometimes at Dollar Tree, they're not real careful about how they bag things. Okay, so you need 6 of these rolls the same color. Okay, before we start, I need to talk about the wreath form. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections, okay? And each section is divided by a crossbar, all right? 6 crossbars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crossbars. And there is the front of the wreath. We're going to call this the front of the wreath form, which is convex. It sticks out, okay, convex. The back of the wreath form is concave. It's in. It scoops in, okay? So that's important to remember. Front, convex, back, concave. The second important thing for you to remember when I tell you the 2 secrets is the ring. It has 3 rings. Top, top, middle, bottom. That's how we're going to refer to these rings. Top, middle, bottom. You have to remember that, okay? We're going to start the deco mesh, starting our wreath. Okay, we're going to unroll it, okay? We're going to unroll it. Now, if I have any knitters or crocheters in the group, you know how you want to unroll your yarn so it doesn't tighten up as you're knitting or crocheting. You're going to take a little bit of the deco mesh and make a tail at one of the section crossbars, like that. You're going to take a half of a pipe cleaner and you're going to go through from the bottom over the top. It doesn't matter which ring, doesn't matter which color, doesn't matter where you go. You're just trying to attach that tail of the deco mesh to the ring to start your wreath, okay? I'm going to flip it over and I am going to twist it tightly. Doesn't matter what color of pipe cleaner because you're not going to see it. Now I'm going to take another pipe cleaner because this is the beginning, and I'm going to send it up through the back, over the top, over again, because I really want that tail to be attached. All right? So now I have the tail attached to the wreath. Now I'm going to flip my wreath form over so that now I have the top of my wreath form right here. This is the top. My deco mesh is unrolled from the bottom. That's secret number one. Always, always, always keep your deco mesh coming from the bottom of your wreath form. Always, always, always keep your deco mesh coming from the bottom of your wreath form. All right, so now I'm ready to start making my wreath. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my deco mesh up from the back through the top ring. Okay? I'm going to bring it all the way through just like that. And I'm going to do the 4-finger measurement. Some people do a fist. Some people eyeball it. Some people have measuring tools. I just do a 4-finger. See? 4-finger. Then I'm going to hold it with my other hand like that. I'm going to take the deco mesh and go through the bottom ring, coming up from the back of the wreath up to the front. Again, I'm going to do a 4-finger measurement. Just like that. I'm going to grab it a hold with the other hand. Now I'm going to come up through the middle ring. And it does like to twist on you. You just work with it. And it likes to catch to each other, but that's okay. I'm going to do a 4-finger measurement. Just like that. And catch it with the other hand. I have now completed 3 loop-de-loops or 1 pattern. It always goes top ring, bottom ring, middle ring. Top ring, bottom ring, middle ring. I'm going to do it again. So I'm at the middle, so I'm going to bring the deco mesh up through the top ring. I'm going to do a 4-finger measurement. Grab a hold of it with my other hand. And make a loop. Now I'm going to go to the bottom ring. Do a 4-finger measurement. If the loop-de-loop is a little bit too big, I just pull it out. Take a hold of it with my left hand. Now I'm going to go. Sometimes your deco mesh twists on you a little bit. That's okay. Now I'm going to go to the middle ring. I'm going to do a 4-finger measurement. It's getting a little bit too big, so I'm going to pull it back. And I've done a second pattern. Top ring, bottom ring, middle ring. Okay. Now, you can keep going. I'm going to clip it off here. All right. I'm going to untwist my deco mesh a little bit because it does twist on you. That's okay. Your yarn twists on you too if you're a knitter or crocheter. And this deco mesh really twists, but that's okay. Sometimes what I do is I take one of my tools and I lay it down there to try and keep the twisting to a minimum. I usually have like my needle nose pliers or my wire cutters. You don't need those things for this craft, but it helps me keep my wire mesh from twisting. So there I've got 2 full patterns, and I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. Now, how many patterns should I have per section? However many you want. All right, I just keep going until I squish them over. That's a technical term. Squish them over until I feel like, you know, I have enough, and then I just cross the bar. If I used up the whole roll, R-O-L-L, before I get to the section bar, I just grab another roll of deco mesh and attach the tail. Doesn't matter, you can attach the tail anywhere. Just it's good to attach the beginning tail at a section bar, but you don't have to. You can attach it anywhere as long as you attach it well, because you don't want your deco mesh to unroll. And just keep going. So if you need an estimate, I'd say you're going to do probably 8, 9, or 10 patterns before you hit a section. As you go around, you're going to do less because now you're really squishing them together, okay? But that's okay. There's no rule about how many patterns you should do per section. You do whatever you're comfortable with, but if you have 6 of these, it should make a nice wreath. You should have plenty of deco mesh to finish a wreath. Now, here's something else I want to show you. So you know the 2 secrets now. Your deco mesh always stays at the back of your wreath form, and you follow the pattern, always follow the pattern of top ring, bottom ring, middle ring. Even if you're attaching a new roll of deco mesh, if you finished at the bottom, that's fine. Attach your new roll and go middle, top, bottom, middle. It doesn't matter where you finish. Just continue the pattern, because then it will always look the same on the back. Don't worry what it looks like on the back. You're worried about the front of it, okay? You just want to keep the pattern going so that you have a nice full wreath in the front. Now let me show you something that happened to me, you know, even the 5th time, and trust me, on the 5th time I was not willing to rip it out, but then it turned out to be a really good thing. You know how I'm always telling you that you're the artist, you're the creator, there are no mistakes in art, only opportunities. Okay, when I made this, when I got done, you know, I was holding it up, looking at it, and a couple times I looked at it and I went, oh shoot, you know, I had some of these big loop-de-loops coming out, okay? And some of my loop-de-loops weren't very even. You know, went more than 4 fingers, okay? Like there, and like over here, and like over here. That's a big loop-de-loop. What was I thinking? And that, you know, you can see big loop-de-loops, different places, okay? But then, when I finished it all and I looked at it, I really liked that I had these big loop-de-loops, because it gave my wreath some dimension. It wasn't all exactly the same. And some of my loop-de-loops were kind of down here in the middle of the wreath, and that's good because it filled it in. And so I like that. And so now when I make one of these wreaths, I intentionally make some larger loop-de-loops, because I like the way that looks. I like some of the fatter, bigger loop-de-loops, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. If you want all the loop-de-loops to be exactly the same size and shape and roundness, then that's up to you. When I finished this and I saw what I had done, I liked it. I did the same thing. This was the second one I made, and I intentionally made some bigger loop-de-loops, like here, and like here, and like here. I liked that. I liked how it looked. I just felt like it just gave it a little bit more interest, more personality. But you do what you want to do, because you're the artist and you're the creator, and it's up to you. Okay, so now I'm just going to continue doing the pattern, always keeping my deco mesh behind the wreath form, and always doing the pattern of top, bottom, middle. Now, let's say that you got up and you had to have a cup of coffee or whatever, and you come back and you go, oh man, I can't even tell where I was at. All right, let's not tear it all out, okay? Let's just start the pattern again, top, bottom, middle. No one is gonna come up to your wreath and go, oh, you know what? You were at bottom and you were supposed to go to middle and you went to top. No, nobody's gonna be able to tell, okay? So, if you pick it up and you started the pattern wrong, it's not the end of the world. Nobody's going to be able to tell. That's the great thing about this loop-de-loop thing. It's just easier to follow the pattern while you're sitting there doing it, because it'll make your wreath be fuller by following the pattern, because you're using every ring to make a loop-de-loop. All right? So when I get done, you know, I'm going to take an orange spider and put it on. I'm going to take a black spider and put it on, and I'm going to make a bow, and I'll make a little hanger using my, you know, chipmunk. What is it called? This stuff. The string. We all know what it is. You know what it is. you're all yelling at me what it is. Okay, I'm going to do that, and that's going to be it. And I really like making these because I can, you know, watch TV and do it, and it works up pretty fast, and I think they're really cute. So that's making a fabulous, fantastic Halloween wreath, all right? Easy peasy, inexpensive. I figure it costs about, oh great, now see my deco mesh is stuck to each other. It costs about, I'd say about, depending on how much you spend on your decorations and ribbon, and there's all kinds of decorations you can put on it. I'd say it costs between $10 and $12 to make one wreath, and it's just fun to do. And you make one of these wreaths, you're going to have the most fabulous Halloween wreath on your front door in the whole neighborhood. You know you are. Everyone's going to go, oh, that person is really, you know, she's really talented. And you're going to say, yes, it was very difficult, very difficult. The lady who taught me how to do it had to start it 5 times. Of course, she's not too bright, and it's a little crazy, but yeah, it's a very difficult craft. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know where the red button, you know where the subscribe button is. Please push it. And if you want me to say hello to you through my romper, stomper, bumper, boo, magic friendship mirror, you need to do those 2 things and comment below. Okay? Until the next time, you know what we say. Be kind to everyone, because there are a lot of crazies out there. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.